Hello everyone, I'm teacher Tolu and I'm here to help you solve your maths palavers. Today you will learn how not to make mistakes when multiplying fractions. Stay with me. Here are two fractions to multiply: a third times a half. The times symbol in maths is quite the same as off, the word off in English. An example is to say a half of 10. A half of 10 is 5, because when you split 10 into two parts, you've got 5 in each part. That's the same as saying a half times 10. I'll put the over 1 there. 10 is the same as 10 over 1. Multiply the top numbers, multiply the bottom numbers. That's 10 over 2. And simplify when you can. 10 divided by 2 is just 5. You've got the same answer because the times sign is the same as off. And you just times the top numbers and times the bottom numbers and simplify when you can. I'll explain further going back to this first question. And if I've got a whole pizza here and I split that into two, so I've got a half of the pizza on each side. If I split that half into 3 and I find a third of that, a third of a half is the same as 1/6 of the entire pizza. That's the same as multiplying the top numbers here. 1 times 1 is 1. Multiplying the bottom numbers here, 3 times 2 is 6. So you see that to multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and then simplify when you can. Why don't you try one for yourself? Yes, you multiply the top numbers, 2 times 1, and you multiply the bottom numbers. The answer is 2 over 15. And that's how you multiply fractions. There's a common mistake, however, that students make when multiplying fractions, and we need to avoid making that mistake. I've had students find the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4, which is 12, and make both fractions equivalent fractions with the denominator of 12. 3 times 4 is 12, 2 times 4 is 8, 2/3 is the same as 8/12, 4 times 3 is 12, and 1 times 3 is 3. A quarter is the same as 3/12. And then multiply the top. 8 times 3 is 24. Multiply the bottom. 12 times 12 is 144. And then simplify. You should always simplify when you can. 24 can be divided by 6. And the same with 144 divided by 6 to give 4 over 24. And I know 4 goes into 24 6 times. So 4 over 24 is 1 over 6. That's the answer. But what if we just use the method we have learned and just multiply the top? 2 times 1, 2. 3 times 4, 12. And then simplify that. 2 goes in 12 6 times. So 2 12s is 1 over 6. It's the same answer. But why would you go through this very long procedure which gives me a headache when you can just do this and arrive at the same answer? It's a waste of time, and you don't want to be wasting time when you're doing math sums. The mistake there is to think that you need the same denominators when you're multiplying fractions, but you don't. You don't need the same denominators at all. You can just multiply the top numbers, multiply the bottom numbers, and then simplify. Today we have learned how not to make mistakes when multiplying fractions. If you've enjoyed this video, then click the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more very educational videos. See you next time. Bye.